4 signs God is telling you to marry him or her. Number 1. God brings you both together on an assignment. One of the signs that God is telling you to marry that person after you must have prayed and sought his face is that he brings the both of you together on an assignment. Your purpose on earth is not just to live and leave earth. God sent you here for an assignment, and like Adam, he would sometimes bring someone to help and make the work easier for you. For the work and task at hand, God could bring the person he wants you to be married to as a sign and answer to your prayer. When you notice this, you would know that the person being around you is not ordinary. It was God that brought the person your way to get married. God knows the best for you, and he desires that the work he has given to you is fulfilled, and he knows that it would be quicker when you have help, support, and comfort on the job. He brings the perfect partner for your life and pairs you on the same task. After you have prayed, depending on him to show you a sign of who he wants you to be married to, be open and sensitive. He is God and could use anything to reveal things to you. Remember, in the Bible, he caused a donkey to speak to Paul, who was not sensitive to the ways God speaks to his people. It is not a coincidence that you and that person got paired on the job. It was God that made it a possibility. He did it so that while on the job, you could have time to relate and get to know each other and develop feelings and affection for each other. Watch out when God does this. Be observant when God is connecting you with someone. God might be showing you the person he wants you to be married to. Be observant and sensitive. Number 2. You find your answers to your prayers in the person. Another sign God uses to reveal the person he wants you to marry is that he makes the person the answer or access to the things you have been praying and trusting him for. This could take any form. The person is just the answer to what you desire from God, or has the access to what you need from him, and by virtue of both having to talk about it, the connection gets stronger. It could be a need you might have been asking God for, and you see somebody walking up and giving you that very thing you need, or directing you perfectly how to get it done, or is offering assistance to get it done. This is his way of bringing you close and together with the person he wants you to be married to. Probably you need a material or advice on how to go about something, and then suddenly this person shows up giving you a material or note that addresses that same issue. It is not a coincidence. It is God making things easy and simple for you. He deploys his angels to work, and they lay same thoughts, needs, or desires you want from him on the heart of the person. It is the hand of God at work, putting man, woman, and system under pressure until what he wants for you is fulfilled. Do not be blinded or insensitive, or begin to wonder whether a friend shared your problem or challenge with the person. God has gone ahead of you to work things out for you. He has decided to make it easy for you. It becomes a memorable experience that you look back and give glory to him for answering you with the perfect person for your life. Be on the watch as you make your requests and desires to God. Be sensitive when someone comes as the answer to that prayer. God is probably showing you who he wants you to be married to. Be aligned and check it out in the spirit. Number 3. You find peace around the person. Another sign God is revealing or showing you who to marry is that he gives you peace and joy around the person he wants you to marry. Probably in your place of work, you are not so excited with your other colleagues or move along with them, but observe that there is this particular person that you seem to be happy and excited meeting. You do not force it, it just flows naturally. God could be the one behind it because one of the ways he gives answers to the wearying soul is to give peace through something or on something. Peace is one of his ways of answering our prayers. It could be in the place of work, learning, or even fellowship, and you have the desire to meet that person, talk with that person, and smile at that person while with others. It is God that has made the person part of your happiness and source of joy. The peace you experience or have around the person is quite exceptional, and this might be a sign that God is giving you a future with the person and revealing to you that He would give you peace in your home with the person. Most times it is the push and presence of peace in our spirit that helps us to know His will concerning something. He gives you this peace as a sign and indication that He is with you. The way of God is not really our way, and instead of spending time wondering why it happened, seek for more confirmation that it is really God that is moving you to the direction of that person, or that He is the initiator of that feeling you have for that person and wants the both of you to be married. Be sensitive. Do not ignore the signs. Try every spirit. God may be revealing something to you. Number 4. The future seems bright and clear with the person. Another sign from God to reveal who He wants you to be married to is that the picture He has given to you about life becomes clearer with this person around you. He is a God of perfect alignment and connectivity. He has the capacity to paint and make it look true and real with someone He wants you to be married to. He is not man, and His ways are not our ways. He considers other things that we do not see and make His judgment. He made us male and female, and know the perfect male for every female, the perfect Eve for every Adam. He knows the perfect person who you can have a future with. He grants the person access to it, and the person sees the same thing that you are seeing. This is God working ahead to make you believe that it is He that is revealing this person to you. God has good plans for you. He will never give you a partner that is not right for you. He will never connect you with someone that will take you away from His plans for you. He is God. He can never make mistakes, neither is He unaware of what concerns you. He is speaking and using various ways to communicate things to you, so pay attention to these signs and you will not make a mistake. Where others are struggling to make their relationship work or find someone to be with, yours will come easily to you. And you do not have to search far. As long as you are in God, He Himself will bring the true one He has in mind for you. There is no need for unhealthy comparison. As much as you may not be comfortable with your single status, it is important to know that God's time is the best. He has the best prepared for you, and at the right time, He will bring that person to your notice. It does not take God anything to connect you to the one He has for you, but sometimes we are not ready for that person yet, or we have not built the right kind of mindset that would be needed in the marriage. Or it could be that we are deficient in some areas of our lives that needs to be worked upon. So, while you wait, these are things that you need to work on. Let your relationship with God be strong.